And as Dr. Bobby Prince usually reminds his patients, your body is your lifelong home. Your body is your lifelong home. It's not something temporal, mo. Tomorrow you move out of that house. It's your lifelong home. And so don't redecorate it for the season. Maintain it for the journey. I love that. Just think about it. Your body is your lifelong home. Don't redecorate it only for the season, but maintain it for the journey. Do not have temporal goals. Your summer body is not about becoming another person. It's not about becoming slim. It's not about becoming building more muscle. It's not just about that. It's becoming the more you, okay? I don't know if that's making sense. It's you becoming you, you discovering you every day, you appreciating you every day, you choosing you every single day. It is you chasing wholeness. It is you chasing clarity. It is you chasing freedom. It is you chasing joy. And so this summer, don't just chase a body. Chase you. Challenge yourself.
Catch Victoria's Health Diaries every Sunday at 19 hours.
Today's topic, we're diving into something that is on your mind, on somebody's mind, looking at the fact that the sun is coming out. We have that one goal that we want to achieve, summer body goals. Okay, so summer body goals could be a bit overrated, but that's what we're looking at today. And I hope that you will follow through. You will just have an open mind, okay? My name is Victoria Mwenda, and you are on Victoria's Health Diaries. This is what we are talking about. It's a heart-to-heart conversation between you and I, okay? So we know that when the sun comes out, one thing you want to achieve is a great body, a great summer, to enjoy and feel the full extent of this season. When we get into the cold season, we get into the rainy season, we are so prepared, okay? Maybe in case you don't get ready, you don't prepare yourself, this is a chance for you to begin to adjust. And so this is here just to make sure that you are well equipped, you are well prepared, mentally, emotionally, your body-wise. Make sure everything that concerns you is aligned throughout every season. Be season ready. And so we are looking at summer body goals, okay? So let's be clear, we're not talking about starving yourself. We're not talking about punishing workouts. Nope, that's not what we're looking at today. We want to talk about something that will help you, not just punish your body or make you feel guilty for, they usually say that summer bodies are made in winter, okay? So sometimes you want to quickly squeeze yourself into that summer body so quickly that you begin to push yourself, guilt trip yourself, and just punish yourself to get yourself into that summer body. You begin to do shakes, you begin to do all sorts of things. And nowadays there are so many things that are going on. People are having porridge, so I hear. People are having pills. All sorts of things are going on. And I just hope that we're going to be able to share with you. On Victoria's Health Diaries, we get to share so much, and this is part of what we are looking at today. So we want to take approach that is more health-centered, okay? As much as you want a summer body, yes, we're going to help you achieve that. Yes, we're going to help you understand how you can achieve that. But we're going to be real, and this is why this is a heart-to-heart conversation, all right? So sustainable goals that help you look good, help you feel great, and stay strong throughout the season. So as much as you want to enjoy your summer, as much as you want to look beautiful, as much as you want to look handsome, as much as you want to look fit, tanned, and everything, there are things that you also have to consider. Do not deprive your body's needs while you're trying to achieve this summer body goal, okay? And so this is all I'm here to talk to you about. Not just summer, but for the many summers to come, you can achieve your health goals, and you can achieve and get your summer body. So the summer body, We'll call it a summer body because of what I'm going to be talking about. The truth is, a summer body isn't built in 30 days. It's not built in a month. You're not going to fast forward your way into a summer body. It may not be possible. And sometimes people become anxious, people become restless, they become insecure, okay? You begin to think of your body and how you do not want to expose it. But nowadays, somehow there's a balance. People are accepting their bodies. And I just want to remind you that your body is perfect just the way it is in the summer. And you can still treat it well, regardless of the season. So it's built in the daily decisions that you make. Getting a summer body cannot be achieved in a 30-day period. Yes, we know that there are people that do extensive workouts, but those also have an implication on your body. Okay, so the realistic way to get into shape and get your summer body is to understand the needs of your body, what your body needs, and what your body deserves. Okay, there's a difference. Sometimes we push ourselves beyond our limit because now we're thinking, okay, I need to do this. I need to get this going. I need to get this happening. I need this to just move in a way that I want it to be. But your body deserves more love, more respect, and more honesty. Okay, so you need to be honest with your body and what your body deserves, what your body needs, not what you want. Okay, so we want to rethink the summer body. The point I'm driving you to is for you to rethink a summer body. Okay, let's refrain from the word flat tummies. Okay, toned thighs, bikini ready. Okay, so you can be bikini ready, you can have all of that, but in the process, do not lose yourself or strain yourself or punish yourself. My point is, do not punish yourself. Do not put so much strain on yourself because you want to achieve a perfection that the world or society may accept, okay? Something that only should be acceptable in the society. Everybody wants to look good. Everybody wants to look great. But hear me, your body is already worthy, already divine. And as Dr. Bobby Prince usually reminds his patients, your body is your lifelong home. Your body is your lifelong home. It's not something temporal, maidom kakukamo, tomorrow you move out of that house. It's your lifelong home. And so don't redecorate it for the season. Maintain it for the journey. I love that. Just think about it. Your body is your lifelong home. Don't redecorate it only for the season, but maintain it for the journey. Do not have temporal goals. Be focused when you're making decisions about your body and your health. Okay, so how you treat your body says so much about how much you appreciate the fact that that is your home. So it carries you through, you know. So instead of asking, how fast can I lose weight? Ask, how can I build habits that give me more energy, confidence, and health? Ask yourself those questions. Have that talk. Before you have conversations with your friends, with your girls, sometimes when you're in groups, we are influenced by certain things. We're influenced by maybe the people around us. My friend has got, or my neighbor has got this, or my friend looks like this. Sometimes that pressure comes in. Sometimes I want to be, or I want to feel as beautiful as she seems she feels, or I want to look as handsome as he looks. Okay, so it doesn't have to be about a competition. It has to be about self-love and self-respect. Begin to appreciate the body that you have and be content in it. Secondly, nutrition. Nourish yourself to flourish. Okay, nourish yourself in order to flourish. As much as you want a summer body, food is fuel. It's no punishment. When we fill your plate with life-giving foods, you're saying, I'm worthy of good stuff. I'm worthy of a good life. I'm worthy of a healthy life. The worst place anybody would want to be is to be down, to be sick. You know, every time we fall sick, things just pause. Everything is on hold. Everything is just waiting for you to recover, and then you resume from where you left off. And even your mind does not really resume from where you left off. It takes time for it to just jumpstart. Okay, you have to crank it a little bit for you to get back to where you left off things when you were unwell. So what I want you to remember is nourish yourself to flourish. Nutrition plays a vital role in getting that summer body. So as much as you're going to get a summer body, also think about the fact that your body needs fuel. Not everything that we eat is fuel to our bodies. Some of these things are toxins. Some of these things kill us slowly but surely. This is how you find that somebody was just fine from nowhere. Oh, this person died. And then we're shocked. No, but I was with this person the other day. No, this person was just okay. So some of these things are things that we put into our bodies, and eventually they begin to kill us slowly. They are slow killers. It's like slow poison, you know. And so one thing you have to remind yourself is that everything that you do in terms of food, think of it as fuel. When a vehicle, they're electric vehicles now, but now I want to give an example of a vehicle that runs on petrol, okay? If peradventure you know that this vehicle runs on petrol, peradventure you put diesel, what will happen to that car? And so this is what we do to our bodies. Unknowingly, and sometimes knowingly, you know, we have this I don't care, or it is okay, okay? We call them guilty pleasures when it comes to nutrition. Whatever you put in your body is meant to fuel your body. It's meant to sustain your body. And so we may not know that in the long run, we are shortening our lifespan and we are decreasing our number of years without knowing. So one thing you have to understand is every time you eat, whatever you eat is fuel for your body. So anytime you're putting something in your body, let it not be punishment. Let it not be because you want to achieve that summer body goal. You can achieve a summer body, but the healthy way. And this is part of the healthy way. Understand dieting, understand what foods you need to eat. Understand the reason you want that summer body. Why do you want your summer body? Is it for yourself? Is it for other people? Is it that you want people to find you as a delight? Or you want to be the most attractive person in the room? Why do you want that summer body? If it's nothing to do with your self-image, just consider it, you know, just consider it null and void. Okay, so before you begin to subtract anything from your diet in achieving a summer body, you have to understand that instead of you cutting off everything, begin to add on to things, begin to add things to your diet. So we keep hearing tips and tricks on how to do this, how to lose weight, how to gain weight, how to gain muscle, how to burn fat. But the true concept is we are fueled by food, and eating the right food, knowing what food to eat is very important. When you know that my car is a petrol car, my vehicle is a petrol vehicle, I will not put diesel deliberately. But we do this. I know that this food that I'm eating is like diesel to my petrol car. So if you know that and still do it, bit by bit, deteriorating your health, you will not see the signs right there and then, but eventually they manifest in different ways, and ways that we may not even know or we may not even see, but reactions are going on within our system, within our bodies. Okay, so we were made to be alkaline in nature as human beings. We were made to be alkaline, and some of the things that we need to add on to our diet are alkaline foods like fruits and vegetables. Okay, according to the World Health Organization, it says for someone to be healthy, they need at least 7 different servings of vegetables, 7 different servings of fruits. Now, how many of us can manage 7 vegetables every day? 7 different fruits every single day. How many of us can manage that? It may sound like a lot of work and it may sound unrealistic, but it's something that can be achieved. So I was sharing with somebody earlier today to say there are so many things we have picked from other cultures that we have only picked certain habits but have not picked the routine or the system that others are using that seem to work for them. Okay, we have adapted this culture of junk food, and we do not know, or we have not gotten the system, the complete system on how these people, while they're having the junk food, how they maintain healthy habits. So you find that our friends do supplement a lot, apart from them eating some fruits and vegetables that we may not even eat. You know, we are very poor at eating fruits and vegetables in our cultures, to be honest. Rarely do we find somebody deliberately having a fruit. Mostly we find someone eating a fruit when they're in hospital, when they're on their sick bed, and they're like, ish, I haven't had bananas in a long time. Oh no, I haven't had an orange in a long time. But that shouldn't be the case. 7 different fruits, 7 different vegetables are what you need for you to be healthy on a daily basis. So those are alkaline sources. Those are things that neutralize the acidity in your body, in your system. You and I were meant to be alkaline. We are alkaline in nature, and that's why you find that when a baby is growing, when a woman is expecting, there are things, there are precautions that are given to say, okay, avoid this food, don't drink that. Why? Because there's a developing fetus, and that fetus comes from the point of a cell. And if a cell becomes attacked, or when a cell is attacked at formation level, it's very difficult to control it. And so we are told, let's maintain this alkaline environment so that this fetus that is growing is not affected. But then when the baby is born, we're still told, no, don't give them this, introduce these foods bit by bit. Why? Because of the concept of health. So now when kids grow, we stop doing that. We become so relaxed, and we just think that is only necessary when someone is expecting. But that is not true. We are alkaline in nature, and we need to maintain that alkaline environment within our body, within our system. And that can be achieved by making deliberate daily habits that you commit to. Number one, eating foods that are high in alkaline, like fruits and vegetables, as I'm saying. If you can't manage that, there are supplements. So supplementing is not necessarily you replacing your whole diet or your whole food menu just because you're supplementing. The word supplement means adding on to something that you have already, what you have already. So you should have something that you're taking in. And if you know that, okay, I can't manage to eat all these 7 fruits, there are supplements. We have supplements, okay? So you can get in touch with me, send a message in the comment section. Make sure you just make it clear you need guidance on how you can access these supplements or other alkaline foods and water. We are able to guide you on how you can do that. So there are supplements that help you just boost or add on to what you already have in your system, what you already have on your menu, what you already have. So it doesn't take away the fact that even when you're eating and choosing the food that you need to eat, you have to make sure that you are eating proteins, you're eating a balanced meal. So once again, a balanced meal is not just having carbohydrates. You have to question, what kind of carbohydrates am I having? What kind of proteins am I having? What kind of fruits and vegetables am I having? You have to ask yourself all of that. So we have bodybuilding foods. We have protective foods. We have, okay, there's bodybuilding, there's protective foods. There's, what's the other one? We have carbohydrates. Those are the energy-giving foods as well. Okay, so that has to be a balance. So vitamins and minerals are important as well, and the major sources of those are fruits and vegetables, and incorporate water. Now, when it comes to water, water plays a vital role in the summer because you lose so much water in your system, but we're going to get to that water. For now, we're talking about nutrition. Nourish yourself in order for you to flourish. Not just flourishing during summer, but flourishing in and out of every season. So lean proteins include chicken, they can include beans, it can include fish, eggs, seeds, okay? So we know pumpkin seeds. This is something that is normal in our culture. Pumpkin seeds are gotten, dried, and then, you prepare them. Okay, people have these seeds in different ways. So you can have seeds, you can have fruits, you can have beans. There are different sources of protein, whole protein. There's kapenta. Okay, kapenta is small, tiny fish that we dry and then eat later. So all these things are things that you can easily find. These are foods that we eat all the time. Knowing how to prepare them is also important. How you prepare a meal is very important. When you are frying your food, make sure your oil is not so heated. The moment you overheat oil, it changes into a chemical and it just changes the whole meal, makes it toxic for you to eat, and it does not do anything to your body, but just begins to help your system to deteriorate. Okay, so whatever you eat, my emphasis is whatever you eat, however you eat it, make sure you're eating it the right way, and you're eating the right food that will fuel your body. Okay, so when you talk about whole meals, whole grains, these are foods that are in their whole state, where you maintain the nutrients. Okay, so sometimes we have a lot of processed food nowadays, and you find that there are some people in the kind of diet that we have shima. So I'm going to give an example of shima and maize. Okay, so sometimes we have processed maize. There are people who just get the maize itself, just dry it, and they grind it. And so that milli meal is one of the most healthy sources of wholemeal that has all the nutrients that your body needs. So when you're having carbohydrates, question yourself, are these whole or not? Eat whole meals. Eat whole, what do you call this? Everything that you have to eat when it comes to either carbohydrates, when it comes to grains, they should be in their whole form, meaning they should maintain all the nutrients that your body needs in that moment. Okay, so also remember to supplement, as we are saying. Supplements are helpful. They help supplement, give more, or add on to what you already have. So this is what we're saying on nourishing yourself in order for your health to flourish and to help that summer body flourish. The foods we eat also enhance so much. Did you know that your hair is not just, it does not just grow or become healthy by adding all sorts of hair food to it? The other major source of your healthy hair is in the food that you eat, the food that we eat. Okay, so that is also there. Summer, we want our hair to look good. We want our skin to be looking amazing. We want it moist. We want it just glowing. We want glowing skin during the summer. All these things have so much to do with the food that you eat. They nourish your whole body. So balanced plate over extreme rules. Are we going to be living with rules throughout the season? Are we going to be, saying, okay, my plate should be half vegetables, should be half protein, my plate should be this and that? What are you going to do? So as we are saying, make sure to eat your food in their whole state. We have rice for whole grains. We have rice. We have brown rice. We have brown bread. We have millet. We have sorghum. I know I've tasted millet. I've tasted sorghum. It's not so easy to eat. I remember there's a time when there was a shortage of milli meal, and one of the things that were recommended by our government was that we eat millet. We eat sorghum. People reacted. People reacted. But the truth is, those things do help, and they should not come in during a transition. They should not just come in when we do not have. They should be incorporated in our diets because they help nourish our bodies. They're not there. And you find that some of the foods that we eat, the healthy foods, the actual healthy foods, they don't really taste good. But you have to find a way of enjoying the food that you prepare. Find a way of being crafty in the kitchen. Craft your food. Food is an art. Find ways of making the food good. But as you do that, do not kill or take away the nutritious or the nutrients from that food. that you're preparing. The third item is hydration. Hydration is a game changer when it comes to your summer body. Did you know that fatigue and some cravings that we have are as a result of dehydration? That is dehydration in disguise, in short. The times that we feel fatigued or the times that we have cravings, say, oh, I'm craving some chocolate. I'm actually craving some cake. Oh, I'm craving, there's some people that eat soil. I'm craving soil. Others crave ice cubes. Those are some deficiencies within ourselves in disguise. Okay, so people who crave ice blocks, like people who love to chew on ice, those are signs that someone is, could be anemic, or their blood levels are really not as they should be. Okay, now for dehydration, it shows itself in different ways. Some people have headaches, some people have fatigue. Okay, so fatigue and cravings, especially cravings, please hear me. Some of those cravings we have, just check how well you've been drinking your water. Now, I talked about what kind of water you need to drink. Make sure that the water you're drinking is neutral and above, meaning the pH level or the acid level in that water should not be more than 7. Okay, it should not be more than 7. On some water bottles, the mineral water that is packaged, there's a table of content that tells you what is contained in that water. One portion is written pH. So look for the pH on water bottles that you take. Okay, look for the symbols pH. That is the measure of the acidity or the alkaline levels in that water. Okay, so when you find pH, it should tell you. If it reads anything lower than 7, just know that that water is not good for your body. It's not good for your system. Anything above, anything 7 and above is okay. That is at least neutral, and that's what your body needs. Your body needs alkaline water. We have alkaline water, okay, and this is one of the best water that I have ever come across or ever used personally. So when it comes to fatigue, there's a time when I had so much stress, I had so much anxiety, and I was fatigued almost all the time. Then I was put in this water therapy. This is just ordinary water that is purified the right way, maintaining the natural minerals of this water, and it's called Kangen ionized water. This water is a game changer. This water has helped so many people, including myself. Okay, so it helps detox your systems, neutralizing the acidity, the acid in your body, and just giving you that, reviving you. So Kangen is a Japanese word that means back to origin. So meaning maintaining, bringing back your body to its original form, which is the alkaline form. This is the role water should play in your body, bringing a balance. Everything your body does, the metabolism, the digestion, literally everything. Even right now, me talking, I need water in my system. And so when I do not have enough water in my system, the body begins to malfunction. It's like a vehicle. It begins to overheat when it does not have enough water. So we find ourselves getting all these sicknesses, all these bacterial infection. Why? Because the acidity levels in your body are too much, and your body needs water for it to thrive, for it to carry out all the activities. It needs water. And so if you are not hydrating enough, if you're not taking in the right amount of water, the right type of water, the right way, everything has to do with odor, okay? We heard Dr. Amalilo give a powerful definition of what health is, and I love the fact that he mentioned odor, okay? So you need odor in your body. Your system works with a system. My body is a system, and it works with a system. So once I temper with that systematic flow, it begins to disadvantage my health. So some of the things that we see happen in our bodies or to our bodies are as a result of the decisions that we make, either out of ignorance, out of negligence, or out of, we make decisions based on information that we have. Okay, so sometimes we may be limited with information, but today you have no excuse. It is right here, it is right on your ear, and I need you to make sure that you take this deliberate step to carry that water bottle with all the pride you have within you. If ever you've never been proud in your life, this is a moment for you to get that water bottle and begin to run with it, because your life and your health depends on that. Why? Because we said that all the activities in your body need water, and the less hydrated you are, the less effective your body runs. Okay, so Miss Harvey once put it, wellness is rebellion. Choosing to eat whole foods, drink water, and slow down enough to cook is how you fight back against a system that profits from your exhaustion. Okay, sometimes when I'm exhausted, I just want a quick meal. But I need to be rebellious enough. I need to say, okay, I know I'm tired, but my body deserves a little bit of attention and a little bit of love. So I'm going to rebel against this fatigue or this stress or anxiety or how tired I'm feeling. I need to rebel against that feeling and give my body what it deserves. So push yourself sometimes beyond some limits. That is one way you can push for summer body. When your body needs fueling, don't give it something cheap. Okay, don't give a fuel engine, a fuel vehicle, diesel. This is what we are basically saying. So hydrate yourself. Hydrate to maintain high levels of sanity in your body. Okay, no madness. We're talking about order in your body and in all the faculties. Okay, so we're also looking at movement, training smart, not hard. We need to learn how to train smart. As much as we want to work hard, as much as we want to train hard, sis, you need to work smart. You need to understand your body needs. You need to understand that your body is different from my body. You need to understand that your body, what I may need for my body is different from what you may need. Maybe I need more fat. Really. Okay, maybe I need more fat, you need more muscle. So we need to understand that our body needs are different. And so we have to understand that movement plays a very important role in our day-to-day lives and our normal, living. Your workout is not punishment for what you ate or what you had at lunch. So sometimes they're like, oh, I had ice cream or I had cake. There are those people who have these habits, they are very strict. It's like a ritual for them. They maintain high levels of health. And so if they eat something, they feel like, I need to quickly burn it out, which is important and very necessary. But you need to know that you shouldn't punish your body just because of what you ate, just because of what you did. What you do with your body is basically worship, okay? Your body, the Bible says, don't you know that your bodies are the temples of the Holy Spirit? Okay, so you honor your body. As this honoring your body is part of worship. It's part of appreciation and gratitude. It's part of love. Loving your body and knowing what you do to it. Making deliberate choices to maintain a healthy body is the greatest gratitude you can ever give to yourself, you can ever give to your body. Your body is your lifelong home and you need it throughout your journey on earth. Okay, so man is made up of 3 components: spirit, body, and soul. These cannot work apart from each other. That's why you find that when somebody dies, all you get to see is the body. The spirit departs. And so you need your body. Your body needs you. For you to do what you need to do, you cannot go around earth. It is illegal. The earth is illegal for spirits. You are only legal on earth with a body. So what you do with your body, hear me, is as important as prayer. It is as important. And I'm very careful when I say that. What you do with your body is as important as praying. What you do with your body, because it is part of your worship as well. So take care of your body. Exercise should add to your life, not drain it. Every time you exercise, every time you work out, every time you're pushing yourself to just be healthy, it should be an addition to your health. It should be an addition to your body. It should not be a punishment. So there's strength training, okay? 3 times a week to build lean muscle. You need a balance in your system. Your body and your health is a balance. You need balance in your mind. You need balance in your nutrition. You need balance in your academics. So if any of these things are not working well, it disturbs your overall well-being. We find people are stressed not because they are broke, but people are stressed because maybe there's a part of their health that is not okay. People are stressed not because they are sick, but they are stressed because they lack money or they lack finances. So health and living is all about a balance. So strike a balance. Cardio that you enjoy, okay? Dancing, walking, swimming, those are things that help work out your body. Simple exercises. Most of us can access these and can do these even without paying for any gym membership. You cannot make an excuse of you not walking. Almost everybody walks, okay? Most of us do walk. I walk. I do not need an excuse, okay? In the last episode, I talked about how we make excuses for the things that we don't want to do. So if I say, I don't have time to walk, if I don't want to walk, I'm going to say, I don't have time, I'm too busy. But we heard we need to learn to schedule things. You need to learn to allocate time for things, okay? I have this concept that I say, time management is a bit overrated. I think we manage our activities around the time that we have. Everybody on earth has got 24 hours. What I do with that 24 hours is very important. The 24 hours is what my neighbor may have, is what my friend has, is what you have. I have 24 hours, you have 24 hours. What I do within that 24 hours is very important. We all have the same time, but some of us seem to have more time to do other things than more time to do other things. So prioritizing things that are more important to you is what will help you manage your time. So manage your activities around the time that you have. From the 24 hours you have, some people may be working, some may be doing their business, some may be in school. So whatever time you have, manage whatever activity. It's manageable, it's workable, it's something that you can do on a daily basis. There are things that waste our time that we don't even need. Be mindful of how you spend your time. We are accountable for every minute that we live on earth. So use your time to do the things you need to do. So find time to work out, find time to do some cardio works. Your heart needs all that love. As much as we say that I love you from the heart, okay? So as much as that love comes from the heart needs love too. It needs your love too. So one way to show your heart some love is by making sure it's working effectively. Take walks, run, okay? Find a community. Find a community that you can begin to do some exercises with. One of these previous Saturdays, and I'll be doing it this Saturday. Make sure you join. We have Let's Walk Zambia, and I'm part of the Kablonga Woodlands community. These people wake up early in the morning and they take walks. Not walks to just conversate, but walks to be healthy, deliberately. They leave their homes, their lovely beds, to just go and walk. You feel, okay, that is maybe a luxury. Some people can afford it, some people can do it. It's literally walking, okay? So they leave their homes, they leave their beds, and I took part. We walked about 13 kilometers, Leopards Hill Road, and I'm sure you saw some photos on social media. We posted some on Facebook. And so we took that walk 13 kilometers. And one of the greatest challenges I had is my colleague's son. He is only 7 years old and he walked 13 kilometers with us. That's a boy, that's a kid deliberately choosing to be healthy and to walk with adults. I was challenged, and I hope you are too. So we do these walks. Find a community around you that you can, you become accountable to somebody. If you can't make it, if you can't do it yourself, be accountable to somebody. Find a way that you can begin to deliberately walk, exercise your heart, exercise, your body muscle, exercise, work out. You don't always have to be in the gym. You can do some home workouts, you can do walking, you can dance. Aerobics are almost everywhere, and most of them are free. Find a place close by where you hear that they do aerobics, or where people walk. As I'm talking about communities, different communities, get in touch with me. Send a message, okay? You can send a message, or you can comment down below and let us know how we can help you, how we can connect you to a community that actually walks around your area. Okay, so cycling as well. Getting a bicycle, it's not just the treadmill in the gym. It's not just you doing all these things in the gym. They are bicycles. Some people have bicycles. They can cycle. That is part of working out your body. Also, joy. These things bring joy and consistency in your life. They help build systems and patterns and just habits. These are healthy habits that you can do on a daily basis without so much struggle. Okay, so the first few times, the first few days, the first few weeks may be tough, but they are worth it, because now you are building a system. Everything that is new is not easy. And so you can start from there and begin to help yourself, strengthen yourself, encourage yourself. Take the stairs. Okay, some of us work at some buildings with staircases, with elevators, escalators. But one thing you can do is take the stairs. That is part of your workout. If you don't find time to do that, if you work at a place that has stairs, that could be your place to work out. Okay, it's not all the time that you need to do what everybody is doing. Find what works for you. Okay, take time to walk after meals. One time I heard how, those that have gone to countries, those that have traveled, I hear that it is a common culture in Israel when people eat heavy meals, the rice, the beautiful rice that they would cook, you'd enjoy a meal and you'd be so full. The best way to break that down is take a walk. Walk every after a meal. The way our body feels when we eat, sometimes when I eat, I feel like I need to sleep a bit. That's not what needs to happen. Don't give into that, okay? Find a way of working out. Find a way of taking walks, just so that you help quicken the metabolism, you help quicken the digestion process. That is very helpful for your body, especially before bedtime. So another segment we are looking at is rest and soul care. You need rest. Your body needs rest. As much as you are doing all that you can to put food on the table, to make sure that you are pushing your goals, you are trying to meet your targets, all these are important, and they are part of a healthy human being. They are part of the things that make us who we are. As much as you are doing that, rest is very, very important. Resting, please listen. You resting does not mean you are being lazy. It's part of healing. Rest is healing. Rest is a strategy. It's your body's strategic function. Okay, it's part of the strategy. We have strategies, we have ways in which we want to achieve something. This is a strategy. Resting, sleeping is a strategic move towards your healthy you, a healthy you. So aim to sleep for the right amount of time. It could be 7 to 8 hours. It could be 9 hours, depending on the kind of lifestyle you have, depending on the type of work that you do. You need rest. Your body repairs and recharges when you're resting. In your resting mode, there are people who struggle with anxiety. There are people who struggle with sleep. Some of these things are because of some of the habits that we have in the day. And so our sleep is disturbed, and our sleeping patterns are also disturbed. Why? Because we have broken the system. The order that your body needs has been tampered with. Rest is one way you can recharge. Rest is one way that you can repair your body, and you need it. So when it comes to rest, we're going to go a little bit back and talk about you avoiding going to bed on a full tummy. Do not, and I repeat, do not go to bed on a full tummy. Some of the nightmares that we get to have are as a result of this that we're saying. Going to bed on a full tummy is more like tricking the mind, okay? It puts a strain on your mind. It puts a strain on your body. When you eat your food, the food in your body has to be digested. That's why we are talking about taking walks, taking meal walks. After you eat, take time to just quicken the metabolism, quicken the digestion, because in doing so, your body begins to get the nutrients and the energy that it needs for your daily function. Okay, so once you avoid that and you go to bed, you leave the stomach to digest, because now your body is resting. Your mind also plays a role when it comes to digestion. Your mind also plays a role when it comes to rest. There's some people who go to bed and then they wake up tired. Why? Because maybe their body was resting, but not their mind. So you need to make sure that we manage stress as well. Stress comes in when I go to bed, but I'm failing to rest. I go to bed, but I have insomnia. So insomnia has so many roots, and I would like you to just realize and understand that your body needs to be in order for it to function optimally well. So stress management is very important. I love this portion of scripture that talks about Jacob. Jacob and Esau were twins, they were brothers, and that is in Genesis 25 verse 28 to 27 to 28. Genesis chapter 5 verse 27 to 28. It talks about how what kind of men these were. So there was one who is Jacob, who was described as a tent dweller, and there was Esau, who was a man of the field. He was a hunter. He was always out. He was always out doing what needs to be done. You're always out working hard. You're always out hustling. Okay, you're always hard, grinding hard to make sure that you get, the money you need for your daily activities and just for financial stability. But there's also Jacob. When we go forward, we find that these two men became wealthy, but one was more wealthy. One became wealthier than the other. So when you look at that, you have to go back into scripture and look at some of the things that these people did. The Bible says Jacob was a tent dweller. He used to take time to rest. He was a man that used to take time to meditate. He would separate himself for meditation. That is part of stress management. Be a tent dweller like Jacob. Be somebody that sits alone and just begins to strategize in silence, not with your phone, not with any gadget, but separate from everything. That's one way you can manage stress. Having quiet times, having times to just quiet your mind and begin to think beyond and above your problems. Think outside the box. So tent dwelling is a sign of, is one way that we can define, what do you call this, meditation. It was a time of meditation. It was a time of strategy. Time of strategizing happens in your quiet moments. Okay, so depending on the kind of person you are, some of us have triggers, okay, creativity triggers. There are things that trigger our creativity. But as much as we want to be out there discovering or finding things that trigger our creativity or make us more creative, one thing we can do is also find time to be quiet, find time to withdraw from everything, from the noise, from just being busy and everything, and focus, okay? Find inner peace. The Bible says, he will keep in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on him. Focusing on Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith, helps you have peace, okay? He is the Prince of Peace. So one way to manage stress is to find what brings you peace. One thing that may bring you peace is the presence of God, is prayer, is journaling, is meditating, finding a place we call the tent. Be a person who dwells in the tent. Be a tent dweller. That's a place of refuge. That's a place of comfort. That's a place of counsel. Read books. Find things that enrich you, enrich your mind, enrich not just your body, but your mind as well. Once these things, some people gain weight because of stress. Some people get into certain habits. Why? Because of stress. So once you find the things that trigger your stress levels or trigger anxiety in you, Find ways that can work for you, from journaling to meditating to find stress relievers, okay? So he will keep in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on him. And once again, the Bible says, be anxious for nothing, but in everything, by prayer and thanksgiving, make your requests known unto God. You know the things you want, so does God. But beyond the things that you want, God wants you to tell him, make it known unto him. He says in Numbers, I will do the very thing you ask of me. So God wants us to take this deliberate step for us to tell him what our needs are. As much as he knows, he wants us to dialogue. He wants us to talk. He wants us to conversate. He is a father. You know, sometimes even in homes, I'm a mother. So sometimes I may see, okay, my daughter needs this. But then it may not be an immediate need I want to attend to. Why? Because for me, that's not my priority. But the moment my daughter comes to me and tells me, Mom, I need this, then I'm like, oh, I also saw that she needed this. Okay, so sometimes it works like that. God knows what you need, but you also have to step out and just tell him, okay, I need this. He is a father, and he knows that you need everything. Who among you, as wicked as you are, if your child asks for a stone, or if your child asks for bread, you give him a stone. Okay, God is not wicked. He wants us to have everything we need, but you have to be in a position of asking. So let's be able to dialogue, and let's be able to give thanks, and let's be able to understand that God does not want us anxious. Above all, you do not want to be anxious. Above everything we have talked about, you need to make sure that you're not punishing yourself. You're not punishing yourself to get a summer body, but you understand the needs your body has and attend to them. Also, have a mindset shift. Don't tell yourself, I have to work out. I have to work out. That puts pressure on yourself. That is putting a lot of unnecessary pressure on yourself. A healthy mind creates a healthy body. Stress and anxiety are not good for your body. Anxiety, you know, be anxious for nothing. This is what we're saying. But in everything, by prayer and thanksgiving, gratitude plays a very important role in our overall health. There are people who are not thankful for anything that they have, anything that they receive, they have good people around them, but they will not see it. And so they will not be thankful for the people that they have around them. They'll complain at all times. I remember in olden days, in Bible days, you know, God would say, I hate murmurers. There's a time when the people of Israel were murmuring against God, and the earth opened and swallowed them up. Why? Because they murmured. God does not want you to murmur. God does not want us to be worried. God does not want us to be anxious. He wants you in perfect peace. He will keep you in perfect peace if you keep your mind on him, focus on him, and not on your problem. Shift your mindset. Stop telling yourself, you can't do this, or I need to do this, or I need to start doing this. Tell yourself, I get to move my body. Stop stressing yourself. Take yourself one step at a time. Don't put yourself in panic mode or make yourself too anxious. Understand the needs your body has. Okay, so make realistic goals. Lastly, in achieving a summer body, you need to make realistic goals. So realistic goals may look like, oh, I'm going to start walking at least for an hour every day. Oh, I'll start taking meal walks every day. Say you have a meal at 8, and instead of quickly going to the office or quickly rushing back wherever you might be, say, okay, I'm going to walk. Instead of driving to maybe the restaurant, say, okay, I'm going to walk to the restaurant. If it's close enough or it's within your time, tell yourself, okay, I want to practice this. Okay? Commit to certain habits that will enhance your health. Commit yourself to these things that are going to help you. These things, as simple as they look, they may just save your life and add on to your longevity. Okay, talk to yourself as well and tell yourself, okay, I will drink this much water. I will drink water this way. We have talked about how to drink water, when to drink water, and how to drink, what kind of water to drink. Okay, one thing I did not mention about water is You need to make sure that you avoid drinking water when you're having a meal. Before a meal, drink water at least 30 minutes before a meal or 30 minutes after a meal, not during a meal, because that disturbs the digestion process. Your body has enough fluids to work on the food that you have eaten in the moment. Okay? It does not need water. Sometimes we hear people say, this food is too dry. I need to drink water, or I need a drink, or I need that. Those things disturb the digestion. Okay? So drink water at the right time, the right way, and the right kind of water will enhance your health. So I will drink 2 liters of water daily. Set realistic goals. Tell yourself, okay, I'm going to drink water. That is too open. How are you going to drink this water? What quantities are you going to work with? So set realistic goals and let them be simple and easy for you to follow. Okay, so I will cook at home 5 nights a week. For those, maybe you're a bachelor and you don't find time to cook. Men have issues with cooking. Okay, men are not meant, so they are male roles, female roles. There are things that are easy for a woman to do naturally, and there are things that are hard for a man to do naturally. There are things that are easy for a man to do naturally, and the opposite is true. So when we want to make this commitment of a summer body, these are some things you need to commit to doing. Okay, commit. Someone was telling me they only eat vegetables once a week. I'm like, World Health Organization says nay, that can't work, because your body needs at least 7 different vegetables every single day, and you're telling me you only eat once a week. That is putting you at a very, very bad place when it comes to nutrition. And so love your body enough to give it what it deserves. I will celebrate some wins weekly. When you do something consistently, appreciate yourself, congratulate yourself, speak to yourself. These goals aren't about losing 20 pounds in a month, or 20 kgs in a month, or 5 kgs in a month. They are about building systems. All this that I've talked about is about you building deliberate health systems that will create long-lasting change. You are not living temporarily for the season. You are living every day. And so you cannot just commit to changing your lifestyle just for a season. Commit to changing your lifestyle for your lifelong journey, because that is what will enhance your overall health, and that is what will help you live longer. So summer body goals are things that you can deliberately commit to. And today, I would like you to make sure you make that commitment. So your summer body, as I wind up, as I conclude, your summer body is not about becoming another person. It's not about becoming slim. It's not about becoming, building more muscle. It's not just about that. It's becoming the more you, okay? I don't know if that's making sense. It's you becoming you. You discovering you every day. You appreciating you every day. You choosing you every single day. It is you chasing wholeness. It is you chasing clarity. It is you chasing freedom. It is you chasing joy. And so this summer, don't just chase a body. Chase you. Challenge yourself. Win against you. Okay? You are your greatest challenge, and you're your greatest opposition. So find a balance and live your life in the best way possible. Summer bodies are good, but if it does not align with what we have shared today, then I don't know what you are doing with your life. Love your body enough to get to a point where you appreciate it. So thank you so much for tuning in today. This is Victoria's Health Diaries. Share this episode with a friend who needs a reminder that they are deserving of the body that they have. They are deserving, and they are already enough. They do not need to be slim in order to be loved. They are okay the way they are, okay? There are so many videos on social media where people are talking about how, people are beginning to accept their bodies. And so join the bandwagon. This is where we can encourage you to join the bandwagon and just go with the flow. Accept yourself. Accept the body that you have. Do not punish yourself into slimming. Do not punish yourself into losing weight. Love yourself through the process. Accept where you are And if you don't like it, begin to challenge yourself the right way, not punishing yourself. Okay, until next time, stay glowing, stay grateful, and keep flourishing with Victoria's Health Diaries.
Catch Victoria's Health Diaries every Sunday at 19 hours.